How Cristiano Ronaldo became the greatest goal scorer. The goal that didn't surprise anyone, but should have. The stadium erupted. Again. Another leap that defied gravity. Another header slammed into the net. Another record broken. And somewhere in the crowd, a young fan turned to his father and asked a simple question. Is Cristiano Ronaldo ever going to stop scoring? It's a fair question. Because by the time Ronaldo scored his 800th career goal, the world had already stopped counting in disbelief and started counting in awe. What once felt impossible had become routine. Headers, free kicks, penalties, tap-ins, screamers from outside the box, Ronaldo had mastered them all. But here's the truth that often gets lost behind the numbers. Cristiano Ronaldo was not born the greatest goal scorer in football history. He became one. This is not just the story of goals. This is the story of obsession, evolution, sacrifice, and an unrelenting hunger that turned a skinny winger from a small island into the most prolific goal scorer the sport has ever seen. Chapter 1. The Myth of Natural Talent. Many people believe great goal scorers are born, not made. That they possess an instinct others simply don't. That they wake up knowing where the ball will land. Cristiano Ronaldo challenges that myth. As a child, Ronaldo was not a striker. He was a dribbler. A showman, a winger who loved stepovers more than shots. He wanted to beat players, embarrass them, and hear the crowd gasp. Goals were not his obsession, winning was. Growing up in Madeira, Ronaldo played everywhere on the pitch. He chased the ball endlessly, driven by emotion and raw competitiveness. Coaches noticed his speed and skill, but few would have predicted that this boy would one day outscore legends like Pelé, Romario, Gerd Müller, and Joseph Bican. What set Ronaldo apart early was not finishing ability, it was intensity. He hated losing. He trained longer than others. He cried when matches didn't go his way. Those traits, once criticized as immaturity, would later become the foundation of greatness. Chapter 2. From Madeira to Lisbon, Learning Discipline. When Ronaldo left Madeira at age 12 to join Sporting CP's academy, his life changed forever. Lisbon was bigger, faster, crueler. He was mocked for his accent. Teammates laughed at his clothes. Coaches demanded more structure and less flair. The carefree street footballer had to learn discipline. This was where Ronaldo's relationship with goals began to change. At Sporting, coaches started teaching him movement, positioning, and decision-making. He learned when to pass and when to shoot. When to dribble and when to attack space. Still, goals did not come easily. Ronaldo was fast, but often rushed his shots. He was powerful, but lacked composure. He had confidence, but not consistency. Then came the moment that nearly ended everything, heart surgery at 15. Facing the possibility of losing football entirely, Ronaldo gained clarity. Football was not a hobby. It was his life. From that point on, every training session mattered. Chapter 3. Manchester United, from flair player to finisher. When Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United in 2003, he was a teenager with potential, but not a goal machine. English football exposed his weaknesses brutally. Defenders were physical. Referees were unforgiving. Fans were impatient. Critics labeled him too flashy, ineffective, all tricks, no end product. During his early seasons, Ronaldo scored goals, but not enough for his ambition. Something had to change. The turning point, self-reflection. Under Sir Alex Ferguson, Ronaldo began a transformation that would define his career. He studied elite goal scorers. He stayed after training to practice shooting. He worked on weak foot finishing, heading technique, shot accuracy, penalty composure. But more importantly, he changed how he thought about goals. Instead of waiting for chances, he began hunting them. By the 2006-07 season, Ronaldo's numbers improved dramatically. By 2007-08, he exploded. The season that changed history. In 2007-08, 42 goals, Premier League Golden Boot, Champions League top scorer, Ballon d'Or winner. Ronaldo had discovered something powerful. Goal scoring was a skill he could perfect. Chapter 4. Reinventing the body, becoming a weapon. One of the most overlooked aspects of Ronaldo's goal-scoring dominance is his physical transformation. He rebuilt his body deliberately. Not to look impressive, but to score more goals. Strength and balance. Ronaldo developed extraordinary core strength, allowing him to shoot under pressure, hold off defenders, and maintain balance mid-air. Jumping ability. His vertical leap became legendary. Studies showed he could jump higher than average NBA players. This turned him into a lethal aerial threat. Speed and acceleration. Even as he aged, Ronaldo maintained explosive speed, crucial for beating defenders to loose balls and finishing counterattacks. His body was no longer just athletic, it was engineered for scoring. Chapter 5. Real Madrid, the era of relentless goals. When Ronaldo joined Real Madrid in 2009, he entered the most demanding environment in world football. Scoring goals at Real Madrid isn't enough. You must score constantly. And Ronaldo did. But something remarkable happened in Spain. He evolved again. From winger to predator, Ronaldo gradually abandoned excessive dribbling. He became more efficient, deadlier, smarter. His movement off the ball improved dramatically. He attacked near-post spaces. He anticipated rebounds. He mastered one-touch finishes. Goals came in every possible way. Headers, penalties, free kicks, long-range shots, tap-ins. Between 2009 and 2018, Ronaldo averaged more than 1 goal per game at Real Madrid. This was unprecedented. Champions League nights. Ronaldo's goal scoring reached mythological status in the Champions League. Knockout stages, away games, pressure moments. He delivered again and again. Hat-tricks became statements. Finals became his stage. He wasn't just scoring goals, he was deciding history. Chapter 6. The mentality of a serial scorer. Talent explains only part of Ronaldo's success. Mentality explains the rest. Obsessive standards. Ronaldo was never satisfied. A brace wasn't enough if he missed chances. A win wasn't enough if he didn't score. Memory of failure. He remembered every miss, every criticism, every doubt, and he used them. Fear of decline. Rather than fearing age, Ronaldo feared complacency. This fear drove him to work harder as he got older. He didn't want to be remembered as great once. He wanted to be remembered as great always. Chapter 7. Scoring for Portugal, carrying a nation. Scoring for club teams is one thing. Scoring for your country is another. For years, Ronaldo carried Portugal's goal-scoring burden alone. Opponents knew he was the threat. Defenders targeted him. Tactics were built to stop him. Yet he kept scoring. He became Portugal's all-time top scorer. The highest goal scorer in international football history. These goals were not easy. They were often desperate, late, and decisive. Free kicks under pressure. Headers in dying minutes. Penalties with a nation watching. Ronaldo didn't just score, he delivered responsibility. Chapter 8. Juventus, longevity, and defying time. When Ronaldo joined Juventus at 33, many expected decline. Instead, he adapted again. He became more central, more efficient, more clinical. His goals were no longer about pace alone, but about positioning, timing, anticipation. Ronaldo proved that goal scoring is not limited by age, it is limited by mindset. Chapter 9. The science of scoring. Ronaldo approached goal scoring scientifically. He studied goalkeeper behavior, defensive positioning, shooting angles. Penalties were practiced endlessly. Free kicks were refined obsessively. Headers were rehearsed. Nothing was left to chance. While others relied on instinct, Ronaldo relied on preparation. Chapter 10. Why Ronaldo scored more than anyone else. Many players were talented. Many were skilled. Many were gifted. But Ronaldo combined talent, work ethic, physical excellence, mental strength, longevity. Most players peak briefly. Ronaldo peaked repeatedly. That is why he scored more. Conclusion. The making of the greatest goal scorer. Cristiano Ronaldo did not stumble into history. He built it, goal by goal, season by season, reinvention by reinvention. From a flashy winger to a ruthless finisher. From raw talent to refined excellence. From promise to proof. His goals are not just numbers. They are evidence of what happens when ambition refuses to rest. And long after the final goal is scored, one truth will remain. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't just score goals. He redefined what scoring goals means.